How you doing? Are you lost in the desert? We don't know each other, but that could change. You're so fine, I wanna like you forever. And hope you like what you're seeing as well. Me and you could look real good together. Can't you see we're both 10 out of 10? Yeah. I will make you feel like you're a treasure. Oh, I will get you out of your shell.
What have you done?
Nothing, swear to God.
What was his name?
Think his name is Brad.
What do you want?
Him to fall in love with me.
What have you done?
What I always do.
You break his heart.
Yeah, it might be true. I ain't gonna hold my horses when I meet this guy. The tide is high when I see a pretty face. Addicted to feeling love, 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 love. The tide is high and I like the chase. Get on a boat, don't hide. You know, with me it's measure for measure. Take me as I am, I'll take care of you. Damn, I feel like giving you my address. I know it's crazy, but well, just come through.
What have you done?
Nothing, swear to
What
God.
was his name?
Think his name is
What
Brad.
do you want?
Him to fall in love with me. What have you done? What I always do.
You break his heart.
Yeah, it might be true. I ain't gonna hold my horses when I meet this guy. The tide is high when I see a pretty face. Addicted to feeling love, 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 love. The tide is high and I like the chase. Get on a boat, don't hide. The tide is high, so high, it's high, so high. The tide is high, so high, so high, it's high. The tide is high when I see a pretty face. Addicted to feeling love, 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 love. The tide is high and I like the chase. Get on a boat, don't hide. The tide is high, so high. The tide is high, so high. It's high.
Night, I see you when I start to close my eyes. No good at goodbyes. I feel your body burning on my mind. Still don't know why we let go. I'm trying to find a little closure. I guess we just need some time. But if you wanna come on over, baby, that's alright. Would you hate me if I pulled you closer? If only for another night. Trying, baby, but I just can't forget you. Can't stop, no, we can't stop overnight. Can't stop when your heart is on the line. Can't stop, no, we can't stop overnight. Can't stop when your heart is on the line. It's automatic. Waking up beside you like it's a habit. Don't know how it happened. We do this every time, it's just so classic. Still don't know why we let go. I'm trying to find a little closure. is on the line. Can't stop, no, we can't stop overnight. Can't stop when your heart is on the line. Can't stop, no, we can't stop overnight. Can't stop when your heart is on the line.
Tryna stay low key, don't photo me. You either a friend or a photo me. I'm in Brazil in fantasy. Damn, this just sounded like jealousy. Come and talk to me now like it's 91. Hard to say when you and I lay around with everyone. You know I take you there. Gonna be a long way back. Said you never seen Coachella. You know I can show you that. Do you wonder when the time is up? Will you be the one? Will you still be there? Can I sit back and watch your body move into some Playboy Clyde? That's my kind of after party. That's my after party. Can I sit back and watch your body move into some Playboy Clyde? That's my kind of after party. That's my after party.
Don't even know what you do to me. Ain't going nowhere, so get used to me. Just call my driver, we pulling up. Straight to the penthouse on Beverly. Turn it up in the car, something in my cup. Halfway wasted conversations till the sun come up. You know I take you there. Gonna be a long way back. Said you never seen the Nevada. You know I can show you that. I just wanna see you wind it up. If there's time enough for some one-on-one.
Can I sit back and watch your body move into some Playboy Clyde? That's my kind of after party. That's my after party. Can I sit back and watch your body move into some Playboy Clyde? That's my kind of after party. That's my after party. That's my after party. That's my after
We can take this ride wherever it goes. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. Can you tell me why? 'Cause I wanna know. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. Yeah, I wave goodbye to my old life. Been reaching for some new heights. My baby there the whole time, and it feels right. You by my side, a modern body and Clyde. I need my partner in crime, yeah. Sometimes you can't even see what's right in front of you. Life gets the best of me, I don't know what to do. Miles still ahead of me and I don't have a clue right now. But we can take this ride wherever it so fly. Can't lie. I'll lie. You can tell by the shoes and down south blues. A smooth cat like me got nothing to lose, cause I'm an outlaw.
Hey, listen, this town ain't big enough for the two of us, man. Come on.
Now if they want that heat, just come through and eat. I got a hot and ready place to knock you off your feet, just like a southpaw. But you cut me off guard with the way you stick and move. I saw you walking in and started straight rock the room with that activity.
You got a bright future behind you, baby, I see. Lord have mercy.
And then I walked up to you all clean and smooth. I said, will you be my symphony? Beverly, Beverly, Beverly. Oh, Beverly, Beverly. You got that something I wanna try. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, Beverly. Oh, Beverly, Beverly. Head over heels and I can't lie.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the K-Influencer 2026 workshop. My name is David Kim and I'm a content creator. I've been doing this for 10 years on the channels DKDKTV and KPC. Go check it out and subscribe if you can. I'm glad to see every one of you in the live audience and also in the chat as well. Shout out to Laneha and Diane Language Coaching. Amir, hello everybody. Greetings from Dubai. Okay, wow. We have a global audience today. I'm very thrilled to share my experience as a content creator and my viewpoints on how to become a good one. Right, so I've prepared a presentation for you guys today with the title Beyond the Views. So I know everybody is obsessed with views and it's a very important indicator in becoming a content creator. But if you see the subtitle over there, there's a lot of pivots and there's a lot of scale issues and monetization issues you have to go through when you're a content creator. So I've prepared my own personal playbook for global content creators. We are going to be learning together the realities of scaling a global channel, content pivoting, and IP monetization straight from the trenches of building one. So yeah, as I said, you can go check out my channel, DKDKTV and KPC, where I have living proof and evidence of everything I'm going to be talking about today. So today's lecture is not going to be a stiff textbook kind of, oh, you have to do this and that, optimize. It's going to be more of a personal story on how I did and how our channel growed. So yeah, let's check it out together. Okay, so on to part one. First of all, we're going to be talking about growth strategy. I know everyone is an aspiring content creator. Some of you already have channels. Some of you have subscribers as well. So yeah, the thing I emphasize most is attention first and then revenue second. I see a lot of people making this mistake saying, oh, I want to get money, money, money. And that's a very valid reason because who would do content creation with no revenue at all, right? However, you need to be a little patient, in my opinion. And my golden hack that I want to share was actually K-pop reactions. Now, this formula doesn't apply for everybody. You might be beauty content creators, you might be vloggers, you might be tech creators, fashion creators. But I'm just giving you an example so you can apply it in your own kind of format as well. So I'll be telling you why K-pop reactions were a cheat code and then why they actually failed financially. So let me share you that. So traffic-wise, K-pop reactions were a game changer for us. We started off with that and we were very lucky to sit on that gold mine because there was instant volume. As you know, K-pop is super global nowadays. It was pretty global back then as well. And the fandoms and the K-pop fans just wait and wait for the new music videos to drop. So instantly, if you do a reaction to a music video, you are going to get automatically recommended on the sub table next to the music video. So people are going to be just, going from the music video, hopping onto the reaction. So yeah, definitely there is a pre-existing global searching traffic and you don't have to build an audience all by yourself. right? So there's a lot of engagement too because you have a bond with the K-pop group and the content you're watching together. You have talking points, people exchange opinions, and that just makes organic engagement in the comment section, the views, the likes. And there's infinite material. A lot of people hesitate on making content because they don't know what to make about, but with K-pop content, well, week after week, there's going to be a BTS drop, a Twice drop, a Blackpink drop. So there's infinite content, cycle of free, culturally relevant creative source material. So I think it's a very great format, starting with K-pop reactions. Now, the financial reality for us was pretty harsh because we didn't earn anything up to a year. So everyone knows that views generate a certain amount of money, aka AdSense on Google and YouTube, and we earned $0 for the first year. First of all, we didn't start it for the money. We started for the passion and the fun. But anyways, it worked out well. But the thing is, the logic behind the no money is that basically on YouTube, if you have copyright content on your own videos, then the original copyright owner is going to put a claim or either a strike on your channel or the content itself. So that means the revenue, the ads that are run on it go to the original content creator. So that leaves you with nothing. So if you either use music, if you either use the music video or any kind of footage, it will all go, the revenue will all go to the original content creator. So that's one of the harsh parts, but let me follow up to that later. But in the meantime, a lot of people say you need to plan monetization from day one. That's certainly not the case for us, and it worked out eventually. So I would just say don't be too hasty. Just focus on the consistency and getting awareness and attention in the first phase. And then you can build a community where you can actually generate revenue from. So that would be our first step on DKDKTV. It's the attention first roadmap. You can see all the different type of content we did over here. And there's a famous saying, I don't know who actually said it, it's either Andy Warhol or G-Dragon or whoever, but they say once you become famous, you can take a dump on the stage and people will still applaud. So that means just get followers first, just get famous first, and then you say anything and people will give you applaud, right? So I think having a clear monetization plan from the start actually matters. Like you have to have certain kind of a blueprint inside your head, but the execution is definitely different. Nothing goes in life as planned, right? So obsessing over it too early is equally dangerous. The biggest mistake creators make is trying to monetize before they have any leverage at all. Like let's assume you have 1,000 subscribers and you're like, oh, can you come over to my Patreon? Can you sponsor me? Oh, why am I making no money? So that would come off as weird and wrong to the subscribers. So I would just focus on gaining attention, getting viewers, getting subscribers, follower count numbers bigger first. So leverage comes from trust, and trust comes from a sustained attention, right? So build a community, upload consistently would be the first step. And then, yeah, I've broken down into 3 phases over here. It's like a logical process map over here. So phase one is definitely awareness. You drive raw traffic, maximize impressions at all costs, and volume is the goal. You can polish it on the way. So a lot of people are trapped in that, that stage of perfection. Oh, what if my videos don't look good? I don't think the quality is good. Oh, I only have my iPhone. Like I don't have HD quality. It has to be 4K. Like, oh, my subtitles look corny. Like a lot of people worry about that stuff. But then you'll notice, I've seen a lot of cases with my students and myself too. You procrastinate because of that excuse, and it goes on and on and on. And in a year, you have all these excuses, and you haven't started a channel yet, or you've only uploaded like 3 videos. So I would say, first of all, put out your videos, be consistent, get that awareness, and you can perfect it on the way. And phase 2 is engagement. So you need to build trust and emotional connection and turn the casual viewers into invested community members. So how do you do that? I mean, you just be consistent, then people will show up and they'll get familiar with you and they'll get to know your personality, and you can share your views. And if they like your views and opinions and your personality, they'll stick. And the more you interact, they'll become more engaged to your channel, right? It's a slow and steady process. So yeah, that would be phase 2, and phase 3 is definitely monetization. Now, the most important thing, right? So deploy high value services or product once you have real leverage over an engaged audience. Now, I don't know what a substantial amount of subscribers would be. It would be subjective to every kind of category. For us, it was when we hit 100K. We thought, oh, this is pretty good amount of numbers of subscribers. So why not we try to launch a Patreon? Why not we try to do like a newsletter service or do exclusive content or live streams? And then if we provide extra value and additional content for the viewers, then you can charge something for like money, right? So I think these would be the 3 stages. And as I wrote down there, without completing phase 1 and 2, skipping to phase 3 would be the biggest, I think, threat to your own self and the most commonly made mistake. So don't get too hasty on the monetization. Yes. So this is our brief evolution map of DKDKTV. So no channel actually does the same content over and over and over again for 10 years. I mean, there might be special cases like mukbangs or something like that. But for instance, for our channel, every stage of DKDKTV's growth required the courage to abandon or pivot on what was working and bet on what was next. So we started as K-pop reactions, pretty easy, self-explanatory. We got the global traffic, BTS, Blackpink came out, and then we followed the trail. We skyrocketed in subscriber counts. But it wasn't making us any money, right? So how do we make a true audience and a community? We started doing vlogs. A lot of people liked watching us. They wanted to watch the behind the scenes of us, our lives. So we started posting our vlogs, like the behind the scenes of our life. And quite honestly, the views dropped to like 1/10 of the reactions because like some people are just there for BTS. Some people are just there for ENHYPEN. They don't care about us. But 1/10 of them, 10% of them are interested. Oh, what do these guys do? Like, where do they live in Korea? How are their English so good? Like, I like them bantering. You know, those people will stick, and the closer you get, you'll form a great audience and a relationship with your community, right? And then afterwards, because the vlogs weren't really doing well with the views and the revenue as well, we experimented even more. We expanded to street interviews, which is a very doable format as well. We went out to the streets, interviewed people about Korea, K-pop, their favorite K-pop groups, and we tried to expand outside the hardcore niche. Now, K-pop is now a very big niche, but back then, 10 years ago, it was still growing. So we tried to make other content than K-pop reactions. So I would really advise you to just try to go out of the box and try other formats as well and broaden the reach to your general viewers. Next, we were like, okay, we've grown enough in an audience form. We want to build some kind of credibility or authority within the field. You know, you don't have to necessarily do that, but in order to charge something or in order to gain some revenue, having credibility and a voice, a trusted voice in the scene is very important. So we thought of an idea called the Explain series. We used our status as a Korean person and a bilingual person to dissect the lyrics of BTS or some deeper K-pop lyrics and then explain it to the global audience like, oh, the Korean term here means this, you might have missed this in the music video. And a lot of people appreciated that kind of stuff. So all in all, we were trying to just deliver extra value. Some things you cannot get from just K-pop reaction videos. It's called differentiation, and you're just like, you know, making your own brand on top of that. So we tried to offer deep cultural value, and I guess the high authority and massive respect followed. We got viral on Twitter. A lot of people still refer to our Explain videos and show them to newbies in the K-pop scene. So yeah, that was a great transition. And finally, the ultimate stage we reached was the DK New series, where we just built a sustainable, scalable system. Now, quite honestly, we're a little bit burnt out from all these pivoting and all these experimenting. We were putting out content after content, but we always needed thorough planning and new content and new ideas, all that kind of stuff, right? So every week was like a battle against like ideation and execution. But at this phase, we were like, oh, let's try to systemize it. Let's try to scale it, and let's try to automate it. And then we came up with this idea called the news, and it actually was copyright free. We could just jump onto the K-pop news that was happening. We already had an existing audience that's interested in the K-pop community and the groups. So it worked perfectly, and it became our hit series, and we're still doing it until today. So yeah, that's the evolution map of DKDKTV. But in order to escape the content exhaustion that I aforementioned, I'll explain why we killed the Explained series. So it was doing great. We built our authority. I got my credibility. To this day, it contributes to me going on radio shows or news panels, and I'm really thankful to it. However, it demanded massive research, a lot of time per episode, and most importantly, there was a finite pool of material we can actually explain. So there was only so much content in K-pop that was deep, that had enough Korean lyrics or Korean cultural essence for us to dissect. So we finally got, the inventory was out. So we had to find another way to make this keep on going in a sustainable manner, and the never-ending source was the DK News solution. So yeah, we had endless material. Like it or not, there's always controversy, there's always drama, there's always fandom wars, there's always new stuff coming out in the K-pop sector, and we can all just go on to that and cover it. And it's a high consistency cycle, very predictable. You just have to set a time of the day, like for instance, Friday, I would recommend, because most of the news is already out and you can just gather the most important news of the week. So it was a very sustainable system for us, and monetization was safe too, because we had no copyright content at all. So I think it was a very natural process, as you can notice in the evolution, and it led us to this well-working system. So I think in your own niche, you can apply this R journey. You can find, what works and grabs attention first, and slowly try to expand, grow authority, grow the audience, and then make your final sustainable and revenue-making content, right? So yeah, that was part one, and then we'll go on directly to part two of content creation. So this is like more of the practical and technical part of being a content creator. So strategy over gear, story over production is what I always emphasize. So I will start with debunking creator myths. I know there's tons of advice out there on YouTube from like 1 million subscriber gurus and professionals saying this and that. And one common thing I see, and I kind of disagree, is everyone saying, oh, find a niche, find a micro niche. Now, it's very important, but you got to be careful whether your niche is too tiny or serves an audience with low purchasing power. Now, for the long run, if you select the wrong niche, then you will starve in the long term, which you don't want to be, right? So no matter how loyal your fans are, you want to select a fandom that has some kind of purchasing power, or at least the industry they're in has a lot of money flowing. For me, I don't think it's a regretful point, but I'm a little jealous towards beauty content creators, tech content creators, food creators, because there's so many sponsors. There's so many businesses happening. There's money flowing in that field. On the contrary, K-pop is relatively smaller. Now, I'm comfortable over here, but if I were to have been more strategic and made like a business-driven deal, I could have maybe gotten more a lucrative system going on for myself. So please consider that when you're starting the channel or growing or pivoting your channel. Don't get trapped into such a micro niche that the whole pie itself is only like a cap of 100,000 people, or there's no money in the scene. So yeah, that would be my one advice. And the number two myth is just be consistent. A lot of people say it. Just do it. Just start it. Be consistent. Upload one reel, 1 day challenge. You've heard all that kind of stuff, right? While that is all valid advice, if you do it just brainlessly, if you just be consistent for the sake of being consistent, I don't think it's going to work out. So a lot of people get very tired after oh, I posted 30 days straight and nothing's happening. I've done this for 3 months, nothing's happening. It's probably because you haven't enhanced or improved your content day from day. So the point of being consistent is, oh, you post something today, tomorrow you either try to trigger the font, or enlarge the fonts, or put in some kind of effects, or you look at the analytics and see the peaks. Oh, part did I do right this time? Like, oh, let's look at that. Let's try to double it on the next video. Oh, people liked when I was laughing. Oh, let's laugh more. You need to be analytic and you need to be improving your videos day by day, being consistent. So that is another premise that should be attached onto being consistent, right? So yeah, it's actually advice coming from the biggest content creator in the world, Mr. Beast. He actually said that on a podcast. Just improve your content 1% per day. So yeah, I think that's the real rule. Be consistent with quality improvement, not just upload frequency. So to go on, there's a production illusion going on. So a lot of people come to me when I do lectures and ask me, oh, what kind of gear do I have to use? I have this kind of camera. Do you think this is going to work? And a lot of people maybe overspend or maybe overthink and procrastinate because they think, oh, I don't have the right gear, I don't have the right backdrop, I don't have the right mic, and they're afraid that they might get judged or it's just not up to their own standards. Well, I have a priority sheet here for you, my personal priority for equipment. So number one should be audio. This is the most critical point in the production scene. I would say that viewers will click away instantly if the audio is bad. Like if you have a muffled sound or like if there's like peaks in the audio and you're listening on an earphone, it like actually hurts your ears, then people will stop watching you. So the most common belief is that your video quality has to be 4K or crispy, but I would actually argue that audio is more important. So get yourself not a high quality mic. Nowadays, iPhone or Galaxy mics work amazingly. There are DJI mobile mics that are so small that you can attach on here. So there are so many good selections of mics out there. Get yourself a decent mic and then you will be on your way to start. So that will be your number one investment. And the second one would definitely be lighting. So even if you have a good backdrop, even if you have a good camera, without lighting, you'll look very, in the shadows and you'll look very grim and depressed. So obviously you want to look pretty, you want to look good on camera, right? So lighting is very, very important. It makes even cheap cameras look high end, and it's essential for a premium and professional feel. So I said you have to upgrade your videos consistently, right? So this applies in quality as well. So for the lighting, you can first start at like maybe a 50% quality video, and then with the lighting, and then you can upgrade then over to cameras, which is number three I want to introduce. So a lot of people say, can I just start with my smartphone? The short answer is definitely yes. If you have a phone that's within the past 5 years that was released, it's from the major big brands, then I'm pretty sure it has 1080p, it has 4K, it's all good to go, right? So it's the most convenient thing. As long as you have data storage inside it, it's pretty good to go. So I wouldn't bother getting like a Canon or a Sony or a DJI or whatever. If you have the extra money, why not? But like if you have a phone already, it's perfectly fine to go with it. So yeah, but nowadays, I mean, I'm not sponsored. This program is not affiliated or anything. I just want to clarify, but a lot of content creators are using the DJI Osmo Pocket. I've been seeing a lot of broadcasting networks use it because it's an all-in-one feature. It has the gimbal, it has a very crispy quality, and you can attach like the mobile mics and stuff. So yeah, I would maybe recommend that equipment for a starter pack. And then obviously number 4 would be a background and vibe. Now first, when you're starting, you could start with a green screen or a white backdrop or just a shelf or your home, unless it's not too like messy or it's like everything's all over the place, right? You just want to look professional, clean, or if you have a taste of your own, if you have your own characteristics, you can add like, objects, or you can add color to it. You can see on the references on the side that I've experimented with a lot of studio backgrounds. I use frames, pictures of myself, colorful sofas. Nowadays, I'm just doing minimalistic stuff in my own room. I've downsized and I just stream in my own room. So it doesn't really matter. It's proven that people like aesthetic backgrounds, but I would say the contribution rate to the views or the actual content is it's minimal. It would be like 10 to 15%. But yeah, if you want to do it, it's up to you, right? So that's for production. And now the production of the content itself. So how do you actually format content? I would say steal like an artist. Picasso said stuff like this, right? So There's no such thing as purely original content. Everybody claims that they're original, but it's either from some other format or some other content creator. So every successful format you admire was either borrowed, adapted, or improved from something that came before, right? So the question isn't whether to benchmark, it's whether you're benchmarking strategically and to your own accord. So for example, on our channel, our K-pop Explained series, which was a massive hit, it was benchmarked by Genius Lyrics. You can type it on YouTube and check it out. It's Genius Lyrics is it's quite a deep dive channel for I would say hip hop lyrics, where the raps are pretty messy and like very fast. So people look into Genius Lyrics where they break down the lyrics and stuff. And we were like, oh, this is a genius format for K-pop. Like, why isn't anybody doing this to K-pop? So we got the format, we adapted it directly to K-pop, and it worked for us. And we borrowed the style, we borrowed everything, we made our own touches into it. And because I'm the person who is appearing and then the footages are from K-pop music videos, it just gives a very different vibe, even if it's the same format and same design. So that was one example. Number two is from our DK News. When we were trying to say like, oh, how will we systemize our formats and what will be sustainable, we were looking through a lot of successful content creators. Back then, one creator caught our eyes, which was Philip DeFranco. He does news on basically everything, like social issues, politics, entertainment, and it was like, wow, this is actually great. We could apply this to K-pop as well. So all we did was look at successful content creators, adapt it to our own niche in our own category with an existing audience, and it worked pretty well for us. So I would say stealing like an artist is a core ability to building a successful format. So the execution strategy is pretty simple. Find the top creators in your target country, category, or niche, analyze their titles, thumbnails, their pacing, their formats, and adapt their systems into your own color and your own niche, right? So that would be great, a great execution way to do it. Now, for localization, a lot of people are aware of the globalness of content nowadays. With the help of AI and with the reach of YouTube, not everybody wants to just stay domestic. You might be from Korea, Japan, America, and you might speak different languages, but those barriers are now very, very fragile. I think everybody can transcend barriers using AI nowadays and translation devices. So the basic thing is to use native delivery. Now, if you speak English, if you're bilingual and if you're targeting Korea and you speak Korean, that's a great plus. Why not, right? Like everybody, I mean, you can go through that language barrier, but everybody prefers their mother tongue and first language. So if you speak the target audience's language directly, great. So that's why we chose the English to penetrate the US and the Western audience efficiently. Fortunately enough, we were bilingual and we made that into our own weapon. So yeah, if you don't have those capabilities, I've seen a lot of up and rising content creators nowadays, especially from Korea. There are some that I really enjoy watching that don't speak any English at all, but they just nowadays they just record their voices, train these AI models, and then they just put scripts inside, which is written by AI as well, and then they just adapt those too, and then the technology just unfolds, and there's a full narration saying like this person doesn't know any English at all, and he's using like college level vocabulary in the narratives. So yeah, everything is possible nowadays. So if you're using voiceovers or subtitles, go for the local cultural context as well. It's not just about the translation. I would actually try to proofread or proof check through any AI devices or models, and try to be very careful about cultural issues. Try to actually learn about it as well. Like if you're in Korea, if you're catering to a Korean audience, then try to immerse yourself into the culture, the food, the scene, and then the expressions you'll be using will become different and people will see it as very localized. You know, a lot of content creators that are from abroad, foreigners in Korea, that speak the local language over here, that use all the acronyms, the trendy words. And people are like so surprised. How do you know that word? Oh, wow, your Korean's so good. That is a spark of, a sprinkle there, like a spice, where people get attached to, and then they would be like, oh, this person's funny, let's subscribe, right? So native delivery, localization is very important. And when we go on to visual aspects, you need to target the visuals too. So adopt thumbnail aesthetics, font styles, and title phrasing that match with local viewers in your target country. So everybody knows, like, we have very different aesthetics even from Korea to Japan. If you go to Japan, they have colorful subtitles all over the place. Like, it gets even crazy for me. If you come to Korea, they're like very poppy, it's very cute, and they have like motion effects. If you go to the UK or the US, they don't have any subtitles at all. So we have very different styles and different cultures. So in accord to the audience you're catering towards, look at the other content creators in that field and try to copy that aesthetic, try to recreate it, and see what's best for you. So this was one mistake I was making for a long time. I tried so hard to put captions and subtitles, and later on I knew that I learned that my audience didn't even need it. They actually preferred the scene, a video being clean. They wanted the documentary styles. They wanted the Western style editing. So yeah, you should maybe survey your own audiences and say like, oh, is the font okay? Is the size okay? Is the colors, the thumbnail aesthetics okay? So yeah, it's same thing goes for thumbnails. Thumbnails are very, very important. It's the first thing your audience catches, and it determines whether the audience is going to watch your video or not. So yeah, like I would study thumbnails over and over and over again. Apparently, Mr. Beast and a lot of other big content creators have a whole thumbnail team, and they make a thumbnail, like 3 different versions of thumbnails for hours before they launch their video. That's how important it is. So in the localization term, I would definitely research what's working on your side of the world or the category, right? So yeah, and then going on to off-platform communities. Now, if you have localization going on, you will definitely have to have a localized fan-based community platform. So if you're in Korea, a lot of people might use, I don't know, for instance, just for messengers, we use Kakao Talk. In Japan, you would use Line. In Southeast Asia, you might use Facebook Messenger. In the northern US, you might use WhatsApp, right? So there's very different and specific platforms for where you're catering towards. So for instance, I use Discord because most of our community members are from the West and the US, and Discord is a huge platform there where you can share a lot of GIFs or videos, and you can just chat over there. Whereas a lot of content creators in Korea use Naver cafes or other different platforms, right? So select the own off-platform community that's right for you and engage them through live streams, Q&As, and polls. And community is your moat. Like, it's your own safe castle, so nobody can infiltrate and nobody can get out, right? So the algorithm can't touch it. You need to be very, you need to be kind to the people that have deliberately joined your community, and that is going to be your driving engine for revenue making in the future, right? So yeah, I would want to emphasize that. And now on to the most important part everyone was waiting for: monetization. So you need to turn your audience into a business you own. That's the basic logic here. Winning brand collaborations. Now, this is a very tricky part, and it would apply to other people in multiple different ways. So waiting for brands is the traditional way. Like, you just get subscribers, you get a bunch of followers, and brands reach out to you is the traditional way, and it's usually how it works. 80% is how that would work, right? But then it's a very unpredictable and unreliable strategy. You can't just wait forever for anybody to spoon feed you, right? So the creators landing the best deals are the ones who actually go out of the way and close them first. Now, I have an example of my own media kit over here, a small portfolio where I have like the indicators of my current subscriber count, my demographics, my best viewing, best performing videos and their thumbnails, and then my prices for what kind of services I provide. It's a one-page sheet. It's very just introductory, but it works because like the clients or the sponsors who get these are like, they're out of time. They're revising hundreds and hundreds of people. If your portfolio, if your media kit stands out, then it's going to give you an edge in getting you selected, right? So I would definitely advise you to build a media kit. It's the basic of the basics of being a content creator. Just create a clean, data-driven PDF that details your audience demographics, geographic reach. average engagement rates, all that kind of stuff. You can make it on multiple platforms like Canva, or you can customize it through Photoshop. So it's very easy. There are a lot of formats out there on the internet for free. This one was made from Canva for free, by free as well too. So when you're ready with the media kit, then go on to the proactive cold emails. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, do they even work? Well, I would say I've sent 100 emails and I get like 2 to 3 responded. But then when I actually get the 2 or 3 responded, it's good money, right? So why not? Like, there's nothing you're gonna lose. It's not cringy. The person on the other side is not gonna laugh about you. They don't have that much time of attention to put on yourself. So yeah, don't wait for the inbound stuff, and just craft customized pitches and emails for each sponsor, each brand, and maybe even pre-plan. Like, oh, I'm actually planning a video about this kind of subject. I feel like your brand or your sponsor would really well integrate with my video. What do you think of like doing a collaboration? Like, my prices currently, I don't have a lot of subscribers at the moment, so that's why I can do it for an affordable amount. It's a win-win situation for you. So just craft that kind of stuff up and send it over to the sponsor. And you never know, you might get a reply. And I've actually gotten some before. So yeah, specificity wins the deals. And then lastly, go offline. Now, there's going to be a community for whichever sector you're in, which if it's the hypebeast community, if it's the K-pop community, if it's, I don't know, just the marketing influencer community. There are always networking parties. There are always gatherings. And an introvert like myself doesn't really like to go out there. But yeah, you need to card up, especially in Korea, get those myeonghams, get those name cards, and go to these places and just meet people, just talk to them, introduce yourself, give them your contacts. And then, like, if they're brand deals or sponsor managers, then next time if they have budget, they'll be like, oh, I have this card, let's reach out to that person, right? So it's very important to be proactive and offline, and just going to all these global creator conferences, brand industry events, networking dinners. So be proactive is another advice I would give you. So monitoring your core fan base, how do you do it? Well, AdSense is the base, right? Like, you get the views, but it's not very reliable, and there's going to be anxiety all the time. If your views don't perform, you're going to be getting less money. So you want your community and your actual audience to convert into actual monetization. So what worked for me is personally Patreon. It's a big platform for fans and communities that want to directly support you without YouTube taking a cut and stuff like that. There are other platforms like this if you search, but Patreon is my example. Currently, we upload exclusive content, like we do our news series, and then we say, oh, there was some news that we couldn't cover on our public news because it's too spicy. We have too unhinged opinions. If you want to hear our controversial take, come on over to Patreon. It's free for free members. If you want to replay, that's going to be like $1 per stream, something like that, right? And then you could do like, oh, we just watched the BTS new release, but if you want to watch the BTS run videos or the other related content or the World Cup behind the scenes videos that we can't upload on our YouTube because of copyright, come on over to Patreon. We can watch it together, and then you can charge that. Oh, I personally do on KPC newsletters. I give them free newsletters for every week on Korean culture, Korean trends, what's happening. And then there's a paywall over there, definitely. You have like 5 paragraphs, and I make 3 free. And then if you want the other 2 extra additional information, make a paywall there. Just donate $1, and then you'll get like 1 newsletter per week, right? So it's not, I think it's a good deal for the subscribers as well too. So yeah, just give extra value and love to your subscribers. And the next one would be Kickstarter. Now, this applies to when you're kind of big. This was when we were over 500,000 subscribers, I would say, when actual avid viewers want to fund you and want to see you grow. They want to join your journey. So we had this project called Ramen and Chill. It was an international dating show. And we were like, oh, we wanted to scale up. We want to do something bigger than what we usually do in just our 1-room apartment, right? So we were like, we need this amount of money to execute this. We have this idea. We would like to pitch it to you guys. We have 500,000 subscribers. If every one of you just gave us $2, it would be possible. something like that, right? And then there'll be big donors, a lot of people with just money lying around in their own worlds. So yeah, that's what happened for us with Kickstarter. We garnered over 70,000 US dollars, and we successfully made the project. So yeah, this is some kind of blueprint you will want in your mind for your future products as well. And last but not least, we have commerce. Now, it's the age of e-commerce. All the advertising money and all the products are coming to either YouTube shopping or home shopping, whatever form it is. So you can launch physical and digital products directly through, we have so many platforms nowadays. Shopify would be the best. In Korea, there's Cafe24, so many different ones. YouTube shopping has their own ingrained one as well. You can just get the links from Amazon or Coupang and just like put it in the shorts, and people click on it, and you'll get affiliate prices from it, like the revenues from it. So for our instance, we actually made our own native our commerce website called Naked Soul and Piro. So we started selling Korean related stuff, Korean traditional crafts, and we started advertising it in our live streams, in our videos, and then that was free marketing for us, whereas other brands need to actually give money to other influencers to do the marketing. So yeah, building your own commerce site with your core fan base is a very, very smart idea to do in the end to monetize your stuff. Whether you're going to do a product or print out, I don't know, I guess maybe PDFs on information about Korea, or provide services, anything like that. Anything you can monetize that is related to your own category. So the goal is to own the relationship with your audience, not rent it through someone else's platform. Get that money directly to you. By the way, like just FYI, YouTube takes a massive cut for either YouTube shopping, super chats, or memberships. So I haven't mentioned YouTube memberships, which is a great way to monetize as well. But YouTube as a platform, pretty much a monopoly. They take a big chunk of it. So using third-party platforms would be very recommendable, in my opinion. So yeah, from now on, this is like pretty obvious. The multi-platform multiplier. Every piece of long-form content, I'm a long-form content creator at core, you produce should be systematically repurposed across multiple platforms. It's not just about reach, it's about building platform agnostic leverage that protects your business and inflates your brand value for sponsors. Now there's like TikTok, Instagram, Xiaohongshu, all these, even Facebook nowadays is trending. There's also Snapchat. So you just have to put it all out there. There's nothing to lose. It's just extra work. I know it's very hard. I can't do it myself either. So yeah, but still try to repurpose it. Shorts is where the views are at nowadays. It actually acts as a funnel or like a marketing campaign towards your long form content and to your channel too. So yeah, when you're doing the regional diversification for Southeast Asia, Facebook, Xiaohongshu for China, make the subtitles AI, or make like English and Chinese subtitles at the same time. So yeah, you can use just AI to translate it, and the accuracy might fall. You might not be able to proofread, but it's better than nothing, right? So don't be afraid, just post it like that, and yeah, it'll do its magic. And for the brand value expansion, just package your multi-platform presence into sponsored deals. So remember my media kit over there. So like you can make package deals. You can say like, oh, so YouTube content is this much, but then I could add in Instagram Reels and TikTok for it, and then it'll gain this much more reach. So for those, I can upsell for like a couple more $100 or $1,000 on that. So yeah, that's another reason you have to post it on multi-platforms, because it gets you more money or deals, right? So yeah, that's that. And these are the actionable takeaways. These are the 3 principles that drive sustainable global channel growth. So relentlessly pivot. Don't get emotionally attached to a dying format. If it's not working, you need to be very brave. And when topics run dry, just like us for the Explain series, or your growth is plateauing for more than 3 months, you need to pivot towards scalable recurring systems like news formats for us that won't exhaust you on your content pipeline. And then you should build the fan base first. Gather attention, earn trust, gain authority, and build emotional connections before you attempt to monetize. Don't think of your subscribers as money in the first phase. Once you become big enough and you think people are loyal enough that they want to support you, and there will be a moment when in the comments like saying, oh, is there anything more we can do for you? Like, oh, we really want to support you in this kind of way. Then that's the time you can actually monetize on your subscribers. So yeah, and lastly, there's control your own business. Move decisively beyond the AdSense views. It's not sustainable. Proactively pitch to brands. Launch some subscription tiers and build your own IP. Every dollar that flows through your platform you don't control, through a platform that you don't control, is a dollar that can disappear overnight. So yeah, don't give your precious money to YouTube. Don't give it to any of these evil platforms. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can make your own PayPal account. There's Ko-fi. There's other platforms that take less commission fees. So do your research on that. Right. So, okay, that was basically it. That was the story of our channel's evolution and growth. And I know there's a Q&A session. I've garnered some, I've collected some 5, I think, questions first. Yeah, I'll be answering them one-on-one, and then I'll be answering real-time questions as well, too. So please put them in the chat box. So first question is pivot timing. DKDKTV went through 5 pivots. How do you know when it's time to change direction, especially when your current content is still performing well? And what was the hardest criterion you used to decide to retire a series that was still working? Well, for us, I think retiring from K-pop reactions and explain series was a pretty painful process. First of all, I think it came from personal points. We basically grew out of it. For reactions, it didn't feel like ourselves anymore. I was in my late 20s. I mean, K-pop can be enjoyed by so many different demographics, but I was just feeling a little embarrassed. I was like, oh yeah, I don't feel comfortable on camera like hyping up these young girl groups anymore, right? There's a moment that hits you, and you're like, I want to try something new. Also, it was monetization issues, as I explained before. The reactions weren't creating any kind of monetization, so I was like, maybe it's time to make some content that actually makes me money. So a personal reasoning behind it, and then a practical reason. Also, for the Explain series, a realistic reason was I told you before that the material, the sources to dissect and explain got depleted. We didn't have anything left to do. So it was basically a no-brainer situation. And we're like, oh, we made this archive. I think it's a good portfolio. Now we should transition. And for some cases, like maybe the interviews or some other like obscure projects that we did, the views weren't just coming out no matter how much we tried. And that means your audience just doesn't enjoy it. So you need to be brave. Even if you put a lot of love into that project, you're like, oh, the market's very harsh and cold. You should just follow the market and what your audience wants. So yeah, I think that's the pivot timing for me. As for copyright for reactions, I want to make K-pop reaction videos, but I'm afraid of copyright strikes. Some haven't even uploaded yet because of this fear. Can we still do it? If so, how do we handle copyright and still monetize? The short answer is yes, you can absolutely do it. You can just upload the K-pop music videos and reactions. You'll get an email that says like there's a copyright claim about it, but it'll just notify you saying like this is not detrimental to your channel. It's not a strike. It will only be getting the revenue and giving it to the original content owner. So as I said, just to get the more subscribers and the viewers, the reactions are totally fine. There will be anomalies and exceptions. For instance, some Japanese content or like Sony or Disney or certain production houses are very strict on copyright. So that's a trial and error discovery for you guys to do. Like we learned it the hard way. We uploaded a reaction and it said like, oh, a Japanese music label doesn't allow it. So yeah, you'll get to know, you'll get to learn what works and not in the process. So yeah, I would advise you to just like keep on going with the reactions. All right, so for identity and localization, for creators making content about foreign cultures, how do you adapt to a different audience without losing your identity and story? What is the most common localization mistake you see? I don't think localization itself is very difficult nowadays with the help of AI and like the information sources on the internet. But I do think one thing you need to be careful about is being culturally sensitive. Like, you know, you have to be careful about cultural appropriation. You have to be careful about certain things, certain triggers that the certain society or demographic don't like or feel offended about. So this is also a trial and error for me as well. The good thing is that you can instantly give your own response to the backlash or the feedback that happens to you. So don't be afraid. You can just admit, oh, it was a mistake. I didn't know about this. You guys have educated me. So yeah, we'll be better next time. And this has happened multiple times during our career. There was the first time we reacted to a music video that was from the first gay K-pop idol, and then when we looked at it, it was new to us, and our reactions were a little, off. And the people were like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are homophobic." But then we were like, "Oh, well, we're really sorry. Like Korea isn't that open, and it's the first time seeing this, so we'll try to be more educated and better." And then we actually landed an interview with the actual idol himself later words because like people embraced our response. So it's the matter of how you actually respond to it and how open you are to the criticism. So yeah, that would be one thing about localization and not losing your identity. Just be yourself. Just be your own character. Don't try to fake your energy or anything like that. Yeah, and for brand proposals, how do you pitch brands directly when you're a complete beginner without many followers? Is having a portfolio enough? What's the single biggest mistake that gets a creator's pitch ignored? I'll have to give you the tough and real answer. Well, brands will definitely not look at you if you have a small following. That's just how the market works. It's capitalism, right? They're going to go for the big traffic. So I would say just be prepared. I would say still send cold emails. Say like, oh, I create this much value. I think I can give you this much value, even though I have a small follower account. I would say keep on going and with the effort. Don't get too disappointed. Even if they don't respond to you or they turn them down, that's just rejection. We deal with it every moment of our society, right, in our lives. So yeah, I would just say like focus on getting the attention and the following, and then in the process, try here and there for brands and continuously, and then one day they'll notice you, right? So yeah, that's the answer. And for community and monetization, how do you motivate an audience used to free content to actually pay for a membership, for example? Which offer works best? What's your top tip for keeping a community strong? Well, consistency is the premise. You have to show up. You have to show your face. You have to interact. You have to, leave comments and actually talk to these people. These are real people behind the cameras. Do not think of them as just numbers. They're actual friends. If they're asking you a genuine question, try to respond to them as much as possible. Give them value. And I would always say provide them with free stuff, additional content, exclusive content, and create a paywall if you want more. That's the treat that worked for me, the trick that worked for me. As I said, I give them newsletters, I give them free live streams, free music video reactions, and then say, oh, maybe if you want one more, if you want to hear my opinion about this, if you want to hear a more spicier take on this, why don't you consider subscribing to our Patreon? Donate $1. It really helps us going on. And if they've have had enough rapport for you for like a couple years, they're like, oh, this is my moment. I guess it's like a tip towards the content creator. So yeah, that's the mentality I've heard from a lot of my supporters. And Patreon and PayPal and all these super chats are a big source of my income nowadays. So yeah, I would advise you on that method in monetization for communities. So yeah, that is the end of the pre-gathered questions. If the audience in the chat or the real audience over here has any questions, I'll take maybe a few before we end. Yeah, that's all right, right? We can gather any questions. Yes, please. Right. Yes. So I think there's the question was, how do I analyze my own content and improve it in the future? I think there are two methods to do that. First is data driven, definitely. You have analytics on any platform you have, Instagram or YouTube. You can go in, you can see the watch retention rate. That's the most important thing. If you see like most of the graphs for contents, they just dwindle right after the 3 seconds. That means people are just like flicking through your reels and they're not watching throughout the whole introduction section. So you need to find something that's not working, like, oh, maybe the intro, maybe I should just cut out the intro. People don't care about it. Maybe I should just cut to the chase immediately, or maybe I should do something funny or attention grabbing in the beginning, and try to make that graph be consistent, maybe to like the 60% level, 70% level. So that's the data-driven thing. You can analyze the keywords or like where the audience is coming from YouTube. You can see like, oh, my views came from recommendation tabs or the home tabs or other videos that are related. You can analyze these other content creators and what they're doing, so you can mimic their content or make other content about like their topics. So that would be data-driven approaches. Just live in the analytics tab, fiddle with it, try to play with it, go through the filters. And yeah, that's the one approach. The second one is definitely human-based. You can assess your own thing. You can look at it and see over and over, oh, maybe I should change the colors here, maybe the lighting, maybe my talking is a little awkward, maybe I should speed it up. And the best thing is just show it to your friend. That one friend that is brutal about you, that will not sugarcoat, and that will say, oh, this sucks. Like, oh, you should change this. Oh, and that person doesn't have to know anything about content, because at the end, the audience is consumers of content. So they'll be the judges of your content. So even if you get hurt a little bit, yeah, that's how you get better. So I would say getting continuous feedback. I actually have a community group of content creators that give feedback to each other consistently, and we try to improve our own content without hurting each other's feelings. So I think that's a great method. Yeah. Okay. So next question. Yes.
I have a question about localization and tax. Because you said that someone can choose where do they want their audience to go.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about, like, for example, if I'm in Korea and I want my localization to be in the US,
Yes.
but I don't have like a US citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
And most of like my income could come from like companies from there.
Yeah.
But how do I think about the tax?
The taxes. Oh, yes. 네. So yes, we got a very technical question about like localization and how to gain sponsorships from overseas without outside of your boundary and like deal with the taxes. Actually, I do not know the answer to this, because for me, it happened just naturally. Usually the companies send over contracts, and then there's the terms and conditions over there, and there's the terms of payment. And for me, it's just worked. Well, either they can pay through PayPal or like their own service provider. So for the taxes, it hasn't really been a problem for me. I think if there are any technical issues, you can go on like community support, or I guess like legal support platforms, tax support platforms, and get consultation. But most cases for brands that work with global content creators, they usually have a pretty standardized contract that is going to help you go through those loopholes. So yeah, hopefully that was sufficient enough for the time being. And yes, if we have any contents from the questions from the chats, let's see. Facebook gives those analytics. Yes, yes, it helps me understand my viewers and niche that works best. How do you manage your emotion when you get bad negative responses about your content? Because I feel disappointed and make me lazy to make new content. Yes, that is a very true part. If you don't get views, you get really down. If you get hate comments, you feel really down. But I think it's just a part of the process that it's a growing process. Like, it's going to be the same if you go to any company or any corporate job. You'll have bumps in the roads. You'll have fights with your bosses, your corporate workers, or you won't have good achievements over there. So it's the same for content creation. I guess your report card is your views, is your comments. So just don't get demoralized from it. Just try to think in the good way, like, at least I'm doing this, I'm putting out more content, I'm going to improve myself over and over. And for sometimes you get burnt out. I got burnt out a lot. Like, just, then this is my personal method. Just relax, just pull out the cords, like, don't go on social media or anything. If you get a lot of hate comments and if you're just tired of work, just go outside, go for a trip, refresh and get a lot of ideas. Watch other people's content if you can, and just get new ideas, and that extra motivation and inspiration to keep on going. So I don't think there's a set answer for that, but it's just about like how to deal with like your mental health and all that. So yeah, if you want therapy, you can go to therapy as well, or you can talk with a friend. Yes. Do we have time for one more question, or should we wrap it up? One more question? Okay. So Ruchiteka says, is it possible to build business through Patreon or affiliate programs like Amazon affiliates, associates without relying on YouTube or other platforms? If so, how can we get an audience and generate income? That is a very difficult question because you say without relying on YouTube or other platforms, meaning you're not trying to create video content. Well, in that case, maybe you could make blogs or newsletters. But honestly, this is for an online workshop for long form content. So I wouldn't see like a very feasible way to channel your audience and generate income through Patreon without going through this route. And this is the easiest route. Like YouTube is, I think, a blessing. It's a free platform. It has no entry barrier. It's not subscription based. So yeah, I don't know if I've understood your question right, but I would say like, yeah, it's definitely easier to do on a YouTube or a different platform like Instagram. Yes. Okay, last question from Hello Zumi. I sometimes get partial blocks on my YouTube videos. What are the best ways to identify what is triggering the block? How can I avoid it while still making engaging content? Yes, the blocks are the problems, and I said it's a trial and error process. You can't identify them from the beginning. If you must do that content, if you must use that copyrighted content, you'll know it's copyrighted, right? So the thing is, download it first, re-upload it on your channel, upload it on your channel without any editing, and then it'll immediately send you a copyright strike or a block, whatever it is. And if it's a block, then you'll have to try to fidget your way through it, like flipping it or putting like blurred filters or whatever, or just getting rid of the music. So I would say that's like a a condition to meet before whether you know it's blocked or okay to use and just get a claim. So yeah, you'll have to play with it. You'll have to do trial and error in that case. Okay, so yes, we'll be wrapping up today's K-Influencer 2026 online workshop. Hopefully the content I provided you was helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, to my contacts, connect with me, subscribe to my channels DKDKTV and KPZ and K-Influencer over here. After we end the stream, do not forget to participate in the QR code survey. There's going to be a satisfaction survey. Please give me good points. Please give me good credits for the K-Influencer program so I can be here again, give you guys more advice and information. So yes, don't forget to do that. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
She had a switch in her walk and the way she talked, just like fresh smooth pavement running down the block. She straight shook me. Girl, you smoother than the waves on Redondo Beach, baby. I don't know what to tell you. She said you got good game, but I ain't that easy. Boy, you gotta pay to play. Stop trying to tease me, just book me. Here's my card, baby. Then she slipped a nice card in my top left pocket. She took my world and then she straight up backed it like Tiffany's. You're pretty like a diamond, baby. I like that. I told her name your price and I won't think twice. And baby, will you be my symphony? Beverly, Beverly, E-V-E-R-L-Y. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, you got that something I wanna try. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, E-V-E-R-L-Y. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, I'm head over heels and I can't lie. Beverly, Beverly, E-V-E-R-L-Y. Oh, Beverly, Beverly, you got that something I wanna try.
Swear your love is ecstasy. Get high when you're next to me. I'm in the clouds. Your touch is my remedy. Lose all of my sanity. I love the sound when you tell me I'm the only one. Way you got me feeling makes me come undone. Baby, you make it look easy. At the top, but you can meet me. Rise and shining like the sun. You're the coffee in my cup. Couldn't never get enough of your love, taking me up. Oh, don't you hesitate. Need you every day. Get lost in you, you're my hideaway. Keeping me awake. Know you love the taste. I could do forever in your arms. I swear I'm losing all my senses. You fit like the sky fit into heaven. Want you every way, need you every day. Baby, don't you hesitate, hesitate. Tie-dye like a shooting star. Boy, you're like a work of art. Say that you're mine. You know you got all my heart. Follow you wherever you are. I'm by your side. Rise and shining like the sun. You're the coffee in my cup. Couldn't never get enough of your love, taking me up. Oh, don't you hesitate. Need you every day. Get lost in you, you're my hideaway. Keeping me awake. Know you love the taste. I could do forever in your arms. I swear I'm losing all my senses. You fit like the sky fit into heaven. Want you every way, need you every day. Baby, don't you hesitate, hesitate. Swear you made a dreams, you're all over me. Playing hide and seek, tangled in sheets. You're my remedy, lose my sanity. Making me believe I love that sound when you tell me I'm the only one. Way you got me feeling makes me come undone. Baby, you make it look easy. At the top, but you can meet me. Don't you hesitate. Need you every day. Get lost in you, you're my hideaway. Keeping me awake. Know you love the taste. I could do forever in your arms. I swear I'm losing all my senses. You fit like the sky fit into heaven. Want you every way. Need you every day. Baby, don't you hesitate, hesitate.
Your skin floating on me like water, and I'ma let you do whatever. Making my heartbeat stutter. Oh, your lips stained on me like red wine. Super Bowl go halftime. Bad for you on my mind. Oh, up all night, yeah, you got me rocking. It's so high, yeah, you got me falling. Got me like, baby, I'm all in, all in. Oh, you got me. Oh, you really might be. Let go, driving me crazy. I'm so bad for you
Last night in the city, yeah. My tears fell heavy, yeah. Can I stay? Can I lay in your arms? Baby, can you keep me warm? 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around. All these demons messing around with my head, and I swear they're trying to leave me for dead. Keep me saying you're my better half, and I love jumping with you in a bed. I was lonely for so damn long, but I'm waking up to a different song. You keep me sane when I've been gone. I call this voice here. I woke up next to you. I knew man different view. It still takes getting used to ditching old habits, cutting them loose. I just bought me a new suit. We're gonna raise a family, I refuse to stay the boy that I once was. I'm gonna ride these waves with you. Last night in the city, yeah. My tears fell heavy, yeah. Can I stay? Can I lay in your arms? Baby, can you keep me warm? 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around.
I remember days I felt faceless, but then you came around, I got a facelift. Carry my heart from the basement. New kind of love, I can taste it. I love our late conversations. When we're half asleep, it's the greatest. Slip on dark, your covers, baby. We got time to waste. I woke up next to you. A new man, different view. It still takes getting used to ditching old habits, cutting them loose. I just bought me a new suit. Gonna raise a family, I refuse. You stay the boy that I once was. I'm gonna ride these waves with you. You, yeah, you, yeah, you, yeah, you, no.
'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around. 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around. 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around. Last night in the city, yeah. My tears fell heavy, yeah. Can I stay? Can I lay in your arms? Baby, can you keep me warm? 'Cause I've been waiting so long for my sunshine to come around.
How you doing? Are you lost in the desert? We don't know each other, but that could change. You're so fine, I wanna like you forever. And hope you like what you're seeing as well. Me and you could look real good together. Can't you see we're both 10 out of 10? Yeah. I will make you feel like you're a treasure. Oh, I will get you out of your shell.
What have you done?
Nothing, swear to God.
What is his name?
Think his name is Brad.
What do you want?
Him to fall in love with me.
What have you done?
What I always do.
To break his heart.
Yeah, it might be true. I ain't gonna hold my horses when I meet this guy. The tide is high when I see a pretty face. Addicted to feeling love, 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 love. The tide is high
You know with me it's measure for measure. Take me as I am, I'll take care of you. Damn, I feel like giving you my address. I know it's crazy, but well, just come through.
What have you done?
Nothing, swear to God.
What's his name?
Think his name is
What
Brad.
do you want?
Him to fall in love with me. What have you done? What I always do.
You break his heart.
Yeah, it might be true. I ain't gonna hold my horses when I meet this guy. The tide is high when I see a pretty face. Addicted to feeling love, 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 love. The tide is high and I like the chase. Get on a boat, don't hide.
The tide is high, so high, it's high, so high. The tide is high, so high, so high, it's high.
The tide is high when I see a pretty face. Addicted to feeling love, 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 love. The tide is high and I like the chase. Get on a boat, don't hide.
The tide is high, so high. The tide is high, so high, it's high.
Night, I see you when I start to close my eyes. No good at goodbyes. I feel your body burning on my mind. Still don't know why we let go. I'm trying to find a little closure. I guess we just need some time. But if you wanna come on over, baby, that's alright. Would you hate me if I pulled you closer? If only for another night. I'm trying, baby, but I just can't forget you. Can't stop, no, can't stop overnight. Can't stop when your heart is on the line. Can't stop, no, can't stop overnight. Can't stop when your heart is on the line. It's automatic. Waking up beside you like it's a habit. Don't know how it happened. We do this every time, it's just so classic. Still don't know why we let go. I'm trying to find a little closure. I guess we just need some time. But if you wanna come on over, well, baby, that's alright. Would you hate me if I pulled you closer? If only for another night. I'm trying, baby, but I just can't forget you. Can't stop, no, can't stop overnight. Can't stop when